All right, check this out. I'm a property manager taking over property management from another company with one of my clients that just bought a property. Going through the list. Get this. I figure out that the previous property management company has $0 down for 13 out of 22 duplexes as far as security deposits. That's a lot. I mean, considering that normal rent around here is, we're talking 1,000 to 1,225 a month. Security deposits are usually equal to whatever the rent is. So 13 missing, that means that's potential $13,000. So what happens? I tell my client, hey, you just bought a property and it looks like that there's 13 tenants that don't have security deposits out of 22. You might want to go back to the seller and find out how much money he is holding on to. This company has basically just labeled things as renewal in the line where security deposit amount should go. Makes no sense to me. It's not how I run mine. So that's the first bit of crazy. And so then I'm going through and I'm making a list tonight after I got sent all of the leases. So I'm making a list of names, emails, phone numbers, and I discover there is one guy that has his name on 4 leases. So that means this guy is essentially using 8 bedrooms all by himself. There are additional occupants, none listed on each of the 4 leases. They're all 2-bedroom, half duplexes. This is the craziest thing I've ever encountered. And I yelled at my client, never buy a property without me on LoopNet, because that's kind of how and what happened here. He called me after, hey, I got a great deal on a place, and was wondering if you'd like to talk about managing it. Sure. So I jumped into the pool of fun with this client, and I am awaiting. He said, please email the the general manager of the property management company. What is his title? I don't know. Something like that. At any rate, I said, good evening, sir. Something very unusual I've come across on my first day on assignment on taking over management. I'd like to know how, we'll just call him Ronald Reagan for intensive purposes, has leased so many, 4 to be exact, while not having a security deposit on any of the 4 units he seems to be leasing. We would like to request an explanation and maybe a little backstory, since we're finding this out on our own. And I'm just thinking that someone would have mentioned, oh, by the way, you may see one guy's name on 4 different units and no other occupants listed on his paperwork, while all the other tenants that seem to have children are required to list them somewhere within their papers. I see that there is a girl that works at your institution that sent out the leases for electronic signature. I see that the owner's name was signed on them, and then I also see some other girls' initials on these same documents. In 4 different places. I'm super confused how things went down, but mysteriously nobody thought they should have had a security deposit on a guy before renewing all 4 leases in May of this year. Separate question, at what date was this property listed for sale? I'm just curious. And I'm wondering also if the owner has a good relationship with this individual, and if he would be so inclined to send my client some money in the interest of this character Ronald, who seems to have good credit with your organization, but unfortunately nothing in security. We would like to see $1,000 in security for each unit that Ron has leased. Do you think that would be considerate or possible? Kindest regards. And with that, my friends, we have started something. Who knows? Who knows where this is going to go, but right now it's pretty damn exciting for me because this kind of shit does not happen every day. Stay tuned. I'll have a sequel to this. I guess we'll call this property management video number 1 of 2025.